Okay, for this video segment, what I'd like to do is show you how to name a covalent compound as well as do a formula for a covalent compound. And so these are different than ionics, and these prefixes, we're just simply going to use these prefixes when we do the naming. So we'll write the name of the first element, pretty straightforward. If there's two or more atoms, we're going to use the necessary prefix. Then we write the second one. We'll still do an IDE ending, and then we'll also use the necessary prefix. So similar to what we did before, first element, second element, change it to IDE, but then we're going to use the necessary numerical prefixes. So for example, naming these covalent compounds. Right here, that element is phosphorus. And right here, sulfur, but remember we changed that ending. Similar to what we saw with the binary ionics, we changed that ending. But now I have to take care of the 2 and the 4. So I have to go to my prefixes. The prefix for 2 is di. So I will say diphosphorus. And the prefix for prefix for 4 is tetra. So we have diphosphorus tetrasulfide. So in terms of naming this compound, we simply use our prefixes. We don't have to worry about using oxidation numbers. We just use the necessary prefixes. So we'll do another one. We'll do that next one, Si3N4. Same idea. Si is silicone, and N is nitrogen. And remember, I'll change that ending to nitride, just like we did before. And now I have to go to my numbers. 3 is tri, 4 is tetra. So I have trisilicon tetranitride. Oops. The next one's a little bit different. Carbon, capital C is carbon. S is sulfur again. But now the difference is, notice I'll write the 1 in there. There's only one carbon. We never use the prefix mono on the first one. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. So we do not say monocarbon. We just say carbon. And then I go take a look at the next one. Disulfide. So we say carbon disulfide. Our last one, we have carbon again. And we have oxygen. Oops. Oh, I'll just do that. We do have to do the IDE ending. Now remember, there's one carbon. I do not use the word mono on the first element, but I do use it on the second. Carbon monoxide. And so that's how we label that second one. So that's how we do covalent compounds when we want to look at their names. Formulas, it's very similar. Again, we're just going to use these prefixes, and we're going to figure out the number based on the prefix. We're going to write the subscript that matches the prefix for each of the elements. So if I jump in here, oxygen, phosphide, so I have P, oops, I need to do the oxygen first. Oxygen and phosphorus. Di means 2. Tetra means 4. There's dioxygen tetraphosphide. That's all we do. We don't have to worry about oxidation numbers. We don't have to crisscross. That's all we have to do. Oops. My eraser is going screwy again. I'm not Not sure my eraser was working, but now it doesn't want to. There we go. Number 2, sulfur, capital S. Fluoride is capital F for fluorine. Notice, no prefix. That means it's 1. So I just have 1 sulfur, and remember we never write the ones. Hexa, 6, SF6. That's all we have to do for these. And we'll do these last 2. Oops. Nitrogen's capital N, oxygen's capital O, di means 2, tri means 3. Boron's a capital B, oxygen, hexa is 6, mono is 1. I don't ever write the ones, and that's how we do formulas for covalent bonds.